How different are early Old Swedish and modern Swedish? How close are Icelandic or a Dalecarlian dialect like Elfdalian, the medieval language? As a follow-up to my earlier video about Proto-Norse compared to Old Swedish, I will compare medieval and modern Scandinavian languages. This is the same Old Swedish text as the last video.
Lag skulle vara rättvisum och snällum till sömdar, en vrangum och åsnällum till rätningar. Warin allir rättvisir, tha þurfti ei laga við. Laga yrkir var weger spa, heðin I heðnum tíma.
Word for word, using modern Swedish forms, yields this. But this is very far from modern standard Swedish. Noun case forms like dative snällom or vrongom are obsolete since long ago, and verbal inflections like skola and voren are like thou art or he saith in English. Words like snäll and sömd are either archaic, lost, or have shifted meaning in modern Swedish. Lag has changed grammatical gender from neuter to common. Adjectives such as alle are no longer inflected for 3 distinct genders, as with masculine in this example. Modern Swedish also demands definite and indefinite articles to a much higher degree than Old Swedish. Turning this into understandable modern Swedish requires several changes.
Lagen syftar till att skydda de rättvisa och goda och bestraffa de orättvisa och falska. Om alla vore rättvisa behövdes ingen lag emot dem. Lagens författare var Vier Spå, en hedning i hednisk tid.
Around the same time as the Swedish provincial laws were written down, literature flourished on Iceland. At that time, the language in Sweden and on Iceland were little more than dialects of the same language. If we take the same text and spell it in the language of Snorri Sturluson, we get this. As said, in the 1200s, a Swede and Icelander could speak with each other just like a Norwegian and a Swede today. Snorri called the language Danish tongue. Icelandic has obviously changed since then, but they have kept much more of the grammar and vocabulary from the medieval language. With modern Icelandic spelling, it would be like this. And it's not that hard for a modern Icelander to read, although some words can be old-fashioned.
Lög skulu vera réttvísum og snjöllum til sæmdar og röngum og ósnjöllum til réttningar. Væri allir réttvísir þá þyrfti í laga við. Laga yrkir var víkir spá heiðin í heiðnum tíma.
The vernaculars in Upper Dalarna in Sweden have always been known for their distinct features, both old and new, and are hard to understand for outsiders. One of the most famous of them is Elfdalian. Elfdalian, along with nearby dialects, are unique in Scandinavia for preserving nasal vowels all the way from the Proto-Norse period, something otherwise only known from runic inscriptions and the Icelandic 12th century manuscript. The same text, word by word, would be this.
Lag skulle vara rättvisum och snällum med synder, in ravangum och åsnällum med rättningar. Wär olle rättvisen och torpt I lag. Lag och yrkjer var vägjer spa, eden I ednum taima.
But in truth, this would have to be updated quite a bit. Elfdalian has, for example, lost genitive as a distinct case, and many Old Norse words are lost, that still live on in Icelandic.
Lagen har varit rättvisum och snällum med eders och ravangum och åsnällum med rättningar. Wär olle rättvise då edit lagen tarvas. Anså gärd laden var vägjer spa, eden I eden tid.
Neither Icelandic nor Elfdalian are unchanged since the Middle Ages, particularly pronunciation. Elfdalian has, for example, completely lost H, and diphthongized long vowels, similar to what also happened in English. Icelandic also has several striking innovations, like merger of Y and E, and turning long L into H. Swedish pronunciation has also changed much, but not more seen in total. The major changes in Swedish are in grammar and vocabulary.